In this video, you will learn how to solve different math problems to prepare for the ASVAB test. 5 divided by 0 equals. Well, you can never divide by 0. Any number or terms divided by 0 is undefined. Therefore, the answer here is letter D. Change 0.45 to a fraction. So how are we going to convert a decimal to a fraction? Now, to convert a decimal to a fraction, we first identify the place value of the last digit of the decimal. So the last digit here is 5, and then we write the decimal as a fraction with that place value as the denominator. So the last digit here, which is 5, is in the hundredths place. Therefore, we can write 0.45 as 45 over 100. And then we can just simply divide the numerator and denominator by the greatest common factor. Now take note here that both 45 and 100 are divisible by 5. Then we can divide both of them by 5. So this is 45 divided by 5 is 9 over 100 divided by 5, which is 20. Now we have 9 over 20, which we cannot further simplify. Therefore, 0.45 is equal to 9 over 20 in fraction form. So the answer here is letter A. Solve 3 over 8 plus 7 over 12. So how are we going to add fractions? The first thing we do to add or subtract fractions is to get the least common denominator, or what we call as LCD, which means the smallest number that can both divide 8 and 12, or divisible by 8 and 12. So the smallest number here would be 24. So our LCD is 24. And then we divide 24 by the denominator of the first fraction, which is 8. So 24 divided by 8 is 3. And then we multiply by the numerator, which is 3. Then we copy the operator sign. Then we do the same thing with the other fraction, which is 7 over 12. 24 divided by 12 is 2. Then 2 times the numerator, which is 7. And now we can simplify. 3 times 3 is 9, plus 2 times 7 is 14 over 24. And then we add 9 and 14, which is 23 over 24. Now 23 over 24 cannot be further reduced because they don't have a common factor. Besides, 23 is a prime number. Therefore, our final answer is just 23 over 24. So when we add 3 over 8 plus 7 over 12, it would equal to 23 over 24. Solve a to the p over b to the q to the power of negative n. So we have a negative exponent here. When we have a negative exponent, we will flip the term, or we invert it, or we can write it as 1 over the term or the expression. So we have a to the p over b to the q to the power of negative n. So we can write this as 1 over a to the p over b to the q to the n. Then we can distribute the exponent n to the expression inside the parentheses. We use the power to power rule. So that would become a to the pn over b to the qn. Oh, that should be 1 over. And then we flip this. This would become b to the qn over a to the pn. Therefore, this expression here is equivalent to this, and that is letter B. Convert to a decimal, and the given fraction is 3 over 5, and then we convert this to a decimal. So how do we convert a fraction to a decimal? Now, to convert a fraction to a decimal, we just divide the numerator or the top number by the denominator or the bottom number. So we can use long division here. So we divide 3 by 5. 3 divided by 5 cannot be, so that is 0. We can add 0, all right? But we use a decimal point. When we add 0 to our dividend here, which is 3, it would become 30, and now it's divisible by 5. So 30 divided by 5 is 6, then 6 times 5 is 30, and then we subtract. This would give us 0. So 0 remainder, or no remainder at all. Therefore, 3 over 5 is just equal to 0.6 or 0.60 in decimal form. So the answer here is letter C, 0.6. Solve 32 over 30 minus 2 times 3 plus 4. Okay, so we have 32 over 30 minus 2 times 3 plus 4. Now to divide this, we need to simplify the denominator first. The denominator is the bottom expression, which is 30 minus 2 times 3 plus 4. Applying the PEMDAS, so we solve whatever expression or number is inside the parentheses first. So this would become 32 over 30 minus 2 times 7. And then 32 over 30, we multiply 2 and 7 first. 2 times 7 minus 14. And then this would be 32 over 30 minus 14 is 16. So this expression here is just equal to 32 over 16. And 32 over 16 can be further reduced since 32 and 16 have common factors, and 32 is divisible by 16. So 32 over 16 is just equal to 2. So the answer here is letter D. What is 40% as a fraction? Now to convert a percentage into a fraction, we need to divide the percent by 100. So 40%, this is just equal to 40 over 100. Then we can reduce 40 over 100 to the simplest or smallest fraction. So both 40 and 100 here are divisible by 10. So we can divide both of them by 10. So we divide 40 by 10 as well as 100 by 10. So 40 divided by 10 is 4 over 100 divided by 10 is 10. Now take note here that 4 over 10 can still be further reduced since 4 and 10 are both divisible by 2. So we can divide 4 and 10 by 2. 4 divided by 2 is 2 and 10 divided by 2 is 5. So now this is the simplest fraction. Therefore, 40% is just equivalent to 2 over 5 in fraction form. So the answer here is letter A.